People often argue over Android versus iPhones. But the real debate should be middle-aged Gen X morning shows versus Hoppe Hour. Guess who wins? We will let you decide. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Now for something completely different.
Smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and past it. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
What's going on? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. You can always call me and leave me a voicemail, and I will play it on the next show. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. Now, if this is your first time hearing my show, hi, my name is Ryan Hoppe, and I am the host of this award-winning circus. You never know what I'll talk about. 1 second, I could be talking about Travis Kelce's hair. Or 1 second later, I could be reading comments that I got on my YouTube page. So I'll get comments. People say, good show, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And most morning radio shows, whenever they get emails or messages, they never read the scathing ones. But that is how we are different here at a Hoppe Hour. I don't shy away from the haters. I embrace it because you gave me a listen. This comes from Amateur Athlete All Day. And this is on the video where I talked about how much I can't stand Serena Williams. Amateur Athlete All Day, nice looking black woman with curly hair, just describing the picture, says, the hate you have for this woman is repulsive, but where you have no pride, you have no shame. So I guess you'll just have to keep watching her shine and glow up like all the other haters. Keep her trending. She was trending because she was acting like a bitch because she thought she should go into that French restaurant just because of who she is, even though they were pretty reserved. If that's her shining, thinking she's above people, I don't want to shine. And that's what every hater always says whenever I rip into the rich and elite and I poke fun at their hero. You want to hear my response to her? So I clicked on her profile, and she was talking about how religious she is, so keep that in mind. I said, it's called an opinion. Get used to it. I don't care if she shines. I'll always call it when the rich and elite are acting like douchebags. She wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. Stop trying to defend someone who you will never meet. And even if for some reason you do meet her, it won't go the way you wanted to, and you'll go, wow, Ryan Hoppe really spoke the truth. It's just a radio show. Calm down. Also, God's fake. You are going to die, and I am going to die, and we will all be forgotten. No one is coming to save you. That is the uplifting, upbeat, happy content you get here on Hoppe Hour.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Oh, man. So now we're going from reading some messages from my haters to talking about Travis Kelce's hair.
I've been trying to get him to grow his hair out, and all of a sudden Taylor gets him to do it. I'm just like,
can't imagine why. Patrick Mahomes is revealing one change that Travis Kelce made for his girlfriend Taylor Swift.
That's the problem with when you ever get a hot girlfriend, is when the hot girlfriend says to do something, you do it. But when your boys tell you to do it, you don't listen. That's because he is whipped. You know, he is whipped in that relationship. Oh, one more time. I'm just saying. You don't look at Travis Kelce and go, that dude's now whipped. She has all the power in that relationship.
The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback jokes that the global pop superstar is responsible for finally getting Travis to make a major change to his appearance. During an August 13th interview on the NFL training camp tour Sirius XM special.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him to grow his hair out, and all of a sudden Taylor gets him to do it. I'm just like,
can't imagine why.
We already heard that. Yeah, I'm very curious. I said that very long. I'm very curious how long this relationship is going to go between Travis and Taylor Swift. Why do I say that? Either they're going to live happily ever after and blah, 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 da, 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 do, 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 do. Or they're going to have the worst breakup ever, and then she'll be wearing a Chiefs jersey in a music video and called like Game Over about how awful he is. Because I have said this before on this show, and it triggers all the Swifties out there. I have said this, and nobody wants to hear this, but I'm going to tell you. Yeah, while Travis Kelce was in America and Taylor Swift was touring during the late spring and summer, he probably cheated on her. NFL players, I used to hang around a lot of them. They were all washed up middle-aged dudes. But their common mindset is, we men, we have sexual urges. Especially the offensive linemen. Those guys cheat. But I ain't talking about anybody specific. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is you're telling me during this last year of this relationship, all right, enough of that music, that there's not any way that he's had intercourse or at least oral sex or anything from any other woman? That is not true. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. All right. That background noise you just heard. So in Chicago, the Crosstown series is when the Cubs and Sox play each other. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, until about maybe the mid-2010s, that was a big deal in Chicago. Now, maybe it's still a big deal because I'm from Chicago. I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I've been 10 years removed from Chicago. So what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that maybe I'm saying incorrect info that it doesn't matter anymore. But it just doesn't feel like it does. Ever since the Cubs won the World Series and the Sox have lost 22 games in a row and then finally won one, it doesn't feel like they matter. But I'm going to Chicago this weekend for my uncle's funeral, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. Rest in peace, Uncle Ken. I'm ready to play-by-play. There was a fight between a White Sox and a Cubs fan. So it shows this woman shoving this man, and this guy's trying to break it up, and the guy's grabbing her by the hair. And now these other dudes are punching each other. One guy's in a Hawaiian shirt. He's definitely the Cubs fan. And he gets knocked to the ground by a Hispanic man with an afro. And then other people are fighting. There's these two girls that are slapping each other, and this one dude's punching this other dude. And then the guy with the Hawaiian shirt punches the Hispanic guy again. And then another Hispanic guy comes in. I bet they're legal. Let's see what else is going on here. Hawaiian guy then goes to the other side and punches the Hispanic guy again. And then the woman tries to break it up. And then she gets shoved. Yeah, seems like the culture in Chicago, maybe not the greatest. I mean, when you have that dim-witted moron, Brandon Johnson, whatever that dumb name is for that awful mayor. Just telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, morale is probably not great in Chicago. It's not killing it. Also, I love when they say during the winter, oh, murders are down. It's because it's 12 degrees out. Nobody wants to be outside. I don't get when fans fight at sporting events. You know you're not making those players proud. Paying maybe $90 if you have an official jersey or $30 if you got it from like Kohl's or whatever. But you're not making that player proud. You're actually embarrassing them. You come off like a dim-witted asswipe when you fight other people. And It's just sports. It doesn't matter. It's just a game. They don't care about you. You're not impressing them. They're not watching that video. I don't even know any of the players on the Cubs anymore. I haven't watched in 8 years since they won the World Series. I'm telling you right now, they're not going, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. That really meant a lot. Because of that, we're now forever grateful. We're a better team because you guys fought for us. All right. 11 seconds until 11:11. I'm going to make a wish. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It is 11:11. And we've been doing this show for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. So make a wish, everybody. I wish that you'll keep listening. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Now, we got some news about Colin Kaepernick. And now my older, manly audience, because I have a wide range of audience. Most of it's 18 to 34 women. A lot of women listen to this show. But I have older people that listen to the show. I like to call them the mutants that listen to FM radio in 2024. Which, before I get to Colin Kaepernick, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've been doing a poll recently. So I go to kava bars and I work with people that were born in the year 2004. And I've been asking them, hey, do you listen to the radio? Not one of them has told me they listen to the radio. And I ask them why they don't listen to the radio. And you know what they say? They don't want to hear the same songs when they can hear whatever song they can hear on Spotify. And B, they don't like the fake prank calls. But that's all radio is. It is quite funny, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, how you can literally have these boomers go, we must program radio stations the same way we did in 1999. That was almost 4 decades ago. You're not impressing anybody. Here's the other thing that came to my mind recently. And I'll get back to Colin Kaepernick. I don't know if you can tell. I have ADHD, so I'm all over the place. Now, this next topic I'm going to have might come off a little petty. But there's this afternoon radio host named Alan Cox. And he did a failed morning show in Chicago in 2006 called The Morning Fix. He replaced Mancow's Morning Madhouse and didn't do a good job. He got ran out of Chicago. So then he went to 100.7 WMMS in Cleveland, where all the failed Chicago radio hosts go. Rover, Morning Glory, Alan Cox, other people. And what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is when I got let go from Rover's Morning Glory 10 years ago for getting blackout drunk, I was wild. I was working with a bunch of shock jocks, but I got blackout drunk on St. Patrick's Day, and I got fired at a bar crawl. I was smoking a doobie with a listener. I was wild. A little irresponsible, but when you're working with shock jocks, you think that's the right choice. Well, he announces that I'm fired, and then has talked about me and views my LinkedIn all the time. Well, last year, he talked about me 9 years later after being on that show or being at that station and was like trashing me for no reason. Whatever. I get reports about it because I have friends in Cleveland, blah, blah, blah. Well, one of his old co-hosts, Chad Zumock, who got fired for a DUI. Now, Chad has a little bit of a past, and so do I. And we're both from the Midwest, so we have a bonding friendship. Alan Cox last week was pretending not to know what Chad Zumock's been up to, even though he's more worldwide than Alan could dream of. Can you tell I have a little bit of a grudge against Alan? Here's what I'm saying. So, Alan will run his mouth, and this is how Cleveland radio works. And if anybody is listening in Cleveland, tell Alan I said kiss my ass. Here's the thing, though. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is these Gen X radio hosts that are so tough, that never cheat on their wife. Here's what they do, is when they're behind the microphone and they have all the power, they will talk about everybody else because they got sycophants, I think that's the word, in the room that will kiss their ass and tell them how great they are. But when the person they talk about then talks about them on social media, they don't respond like a coward, like a dead rat in an alley in New York City. Actually, I'm insulting dead rats by comparing them to afternoon radio hosts in Cleveland, Ohio. Drives me absolutely nuts. Like, at the end of the day, we're all going to die, and nobody cares. I just had to get that out there because I am sick and tired of these Gen Xers who are whipped by their wives that they never cheat on. You know, they're so loyal to them. 856-49-HOPPY. Just had to get that out there. It's 856-494-6773. Colin Kaepernick says he would be able to get a medal in either flag football or javelin at the 2028 Olympics. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I kind of feel bad for Colin Kaepernick because he was told what to do when he kneeled by an actual Marine, and then every single America freaked out over him kneeling. It was absolutely utter nonsense. Now, granted, Colin Kaepernick was on the downfall of his career. Him overthrowing that touchdown in the 2013 Super Bowl, totally, and I mean totally, was the downfall of him. He was never the same after that. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the gallery, I feel bad that he never got another chance to play in the NFL. Yeah, you have women beaters and rapists playing the NFL, but hey, you have somebody who kneeled. No. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. This other thing has been driving me absolutely, positively nuts on the algorithm. I hate when there's a word like weed, sex, porn, murder, death, and they'll put an asterisk where it's like S**X to bleep out the E part of sex or weed or hemp. Is that how wussified we have become as a society that on videos on social media, we have to beep out the words weed, sex, porn? It's all a part of life, especially when you beep out the word death. I'm like, you're going to die. And what happens when you die is you're never going to exist again because heaven's probably not real. And you get triggered by that because all these Gen Z kids think they're going to live forever and ever. I'm like, what happened? 15 years ago, everything was edgy and entertaining. And I know you have to adjust with the times, but I'm telling you, when you are putting an asterisk around the word sex, I think we have a problem. I don't know. What are we doing here? Do you ever look around at this planet and go, what the hell are we doing? We've definitely failed as humans. Like, we're like at a D+ on this planet. Like, our planet's not an F by any means, but we're definitely not winning. You don't look at planet Earth and go, oh my God, everything's going amazing. But you do look at Hoppe Hour and go, it's going amazing. I heard myself on the radio last night on podcast radio, and oh my God, that gave me chills. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening to my show, that's all that matters. We will be right back on Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Okay, boomer. 856 49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. If you don't feel like listening to this song, you can skip forward 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But here is Blood Raw by Dope Boy.
You see, streets ain't changing. Niggas in the streets ain't changing. Same rules still apply, right? But everybody don't play the game the same way. Oh yeah, we seen it before. That shit ain't new. And I'm proud to be getting money, my nigga. They ain't singing with me. I'm a dope boy. It's the right way to get money, and it's the wrong way. I'm a dope boy. How you play? Stacking brands to the ceiling, you can splurge on them later. I'm a dope boy. DJ Drama. Get rich, fuck the hoe. You can have ambition. Pay attention. B-E-B-O-I. Like my nigga Young Jizzle, I'm a trap till I die. Pay attention. Fuck snitches, jack paper, fuck bitches. Dope game, like the back of my hand. Got them yellow nuggets, like the watch on my hand. What you know about a 125? Shit, I'm trying to get 3 for my 125. Got French fries, ass and me on. Been on the block the whole weekend with the same clothes. What you know about a real grind? I ain't leaving till a nigga sell the whole nine. I'm a motherfucking dope boy, and I'm proud to be. You getting money, my nigga, they ain't singing with me. I'm a dope boy. If a nigga get his mind right, you can shine, homeboy. I'm a motherfucking dope boy. Man, fuck them haters. Stacking bread to the ceiling, you can splurge on them later. I'm a dope boy. Get rich, fuck a hoe. You can have ambition. Brazil. All money ain't good money. Near sale ain't good money. Work the block like a real job. Stay on your shit, homeboy, cause niggas trying to rob. When you riding in your slab on them 24s, especially fucking with them hoes. Got a fetish for the green. Stay clean when you're blowing on them trees. Take your bread to the crib, don't keep it on you. Cause if them folks catch you with it, they gon' take it from you. Swear to God, I'm a real trapper. I'ma give it to you raw like I'm a motherfucking dope boy. And I'm proud to be. You getting money, my nigga, they ain't singing with me. I'm a dope boy. If a nigga get his mind right, you can shine, homeboy. I'm a motherfucking dope boy. Man, fuck them haters. Stacking bread to the ceiling, you can splurge on them later. I'm a dope boy. Get rich, fuck a hoe. You can have ambition. A nigga got a bankroll. Real shit, why I talk with you? I ain't tripping, I'm the nigga on the block with you. You copping 9, nigga, stuff 4. Copping 18, stuff 4 more. Get your money, get up out the game. Stack your chain, get out the game, do some other things. Buying cars before you buy a house. Looking buddy for them hoes, he done showed out. You got jury and all. Can't tell a nigga nothing, wanna buy at the mall. You better save for them lawyer fees. No attorney, you the same nigga. I'm a motherfucking dope boy, and I'm proud to be. You getting money, my nigga, they ain't singing with me. I'm a dope boy. If a nigga get his mind, you can shine, homeboy. I'm a motherfucking dope boy. Man, fuck them haters. Stacking bread to the ceiling, you can splurge on them later. I'm a dope boy. Get rich, fuck a hoe. You can have ambition. A nigga got a bankroll. Hey yo, shout my nigga Kinky B. Coach K, what up? My nigga Diesel the Don. My nigga K, what up?
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by Mitra 9, Kava and Kratom at mitra-9.com. And at checkout, use keyword Hoppe, Hoppe, to save 20%.
Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
If a Chicago accent and Florida man went on a wild weekend and ended up with a kid, it would be Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe. Tune in for the chaos.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Ryan's tall like the sky, 6'9" he's fly. From Chicago to the Bay, in St. Pete he'll stay. Talk of love and fame, dating life's his game. News all stars he spills, with laughter fills. Happy hour, all you need. Rich and Ely, take a seat.
Yeah, bitch.
Ryan's got the groove.
Oh, really?
Happy hour makes you move.
Yeah, it does.
A cat by his side, in Florida they reside. Stories wild and free. Tune in, you'll agree.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Top stories breaking at 8. We're starting with the race for the White House. As he struggles to counter the rise of Kamala Harris, Donald Trump returned to Twitter last night. It is now called X.
Duh. Thanks for the reminder, George Stephanopoulos. I love how the liberal media says the rise of Kamala Harris. I'll call her Kamala because I don't respect her. And the other thing about it, she didn't earn that spot. I mean, she's worked hard for it.
Top stories breaking at 8. We're starting with the race for the White House. As he struggles to counter the rise of Kamala Harris, Donald Trump returned to Twitter last night. It is now called X, for a long conversation with Elon Musk that was hampered by technical issues.
That's the most Elon Musk running Twitter thing ever. I'm not calling it X. It's the fact that they had this live Spaces show where you can listen to the show and it had technical glitches. But I thought Elon Musk was so perfect and he did nothing ever wrong because all his incel fans worship him.
Rachel Scott is tracking the race. Good morning, Rachel.
Morning,
hey,
babe.
George. Good morning to you again. This really got off to a rocky start. That conversation between Trump and Elon Musk was delayed by more than 40 minutes because of those tech issues. Elon Musk...
You know, he was probably freaking out at whatever part of it, whatever's fault it was. If it was an engineer or the software, you know, he was screaming like a madman because his daughter was saying that she used to get yelled at by him when she identified as a guy for having a high voice. So you know he's got a bad temper. People on the spectrum always do.
Blaming a cyber attack for the delay, but
that's what they always say. Oh, cyber attack, cyber attack. You must not be running a great website then, Elon. I thought you were so invincible.
Issues. Elon Musk blaming a cyber attack for the delay, but he provided no evidence of that. Over the course of 2 hours, the former president drifted into bringing up false claims, insults, and controversial statements. Trump praising his relationships with authoritarian leaders, saying he got along well with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I mean, it's kind of true.
The former president then laying out what he would do if reelected, insisting one of his first acts would be shutting down the Department of Education. And he brushed off dire warnings about the impact of climate change, saying
Yeah, I don't get the whole, like, Republicans not believing in climate change. I think they're just so programmed to think the opposite of liberals. Climate change is real, people.
Rising sea levels will lead to, quote, more oceanfront property. Trump also promised the largest deportation in history. He attacked Vice
Yeah, I'm not against that.
President Kamala Harris on the administration's handling of the border.
Yeah, she's done a horrible job of running the border. We have so many illegals here. Oh, but she got given the slot. But a lot of guys know about that slot. What I'm saying, though, is the fact that literally they let Joe Biden think he was going to run, and then they just put her in. We didn't even have a primary. This dirty, rotten hag gets to do whatever she wants.
He called her liberal and attacked Jewish people who support her, repeating claims that have been widely viewed as anti-Semitic. Now, the Harris campaign responding to all of this, saying that Donald Trump's campaign is about people like himself and Elon Musk, calling them self-obsessed rich guys who want to...
And what are you? You're a self-obsessed, insert word here. Whatever you think I would have said about Kamala, I'll call her that, in 2004. That's what she is. Speaking of tyrants.
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Now, the growing movement to keep cell phones out of the hands of kids in the classroom. California's governor is adding to the pressure by urging schools in his state to restrict phones on campus. Ariel Reshef is here with that.
Yeah, are we going to fix the school shooting problem? Because I think that's one reason they should have the phones. I'm not saying phones are good in school, but I'm just saying maybe you should let them kind of have it.
Story for us. Good morning to you, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. As you know, very strong feelings on this one. In a letter to California schools, Governor Gavin Newsom urging every district.
Oh, what an asswipe he is.
In his state to immediately restrict cell phones in classrooms ahead of the start of the school year. The governor citing Pew Research that found 72% of high school and 33% of middle school teachers report cell phone distractions as a major problem. Newsom saying reducing phone use in class leads to improved concentration, better academic outcomes, and enhanced social interactions.
Yeah, maybe. In 2005, when there weren't phones, there's just going to be kids that are going to be freaking out. They're not on their phones and not paying attention to school. It's the truth. Then again, we're always afraid about school shootings. What if that happens?
Newsom applauding Los Angeles Unified and other districts in his state that have already made this move. And of course, this push to limit cell phones in schools is growing across the country, with several states already looking to take action. Parents are on both sides of this issue.
Yeah, times like this, I'm going to move on because I'm bored. If I'm bored, you're bored. But times like this, I am glad I got a vasectomy. Because I can't imagine having a kid. Especially in this world. What's going on with Kathy Lee Gifford?
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Did she get cheated on again?
I have been in no pain now. And when when that happened.
Man. You must be in a lot of pain on some pain meds because you're... Speak a sentence.
I have been in no pain now. And when when that happens to you, you have to give, credit and glory, credit to all the prayers. And
enough of prayers. I was praying that my uncle wouldn't die in March, and he died at 68 of cancer. I'm sure someone listening just lost a loved one. But prayers, because the original lead won. Prayers are stupid.
I'm deeply grateful. It is a miracle.
Kathy Lee Gifford revealing her fractured pelvis is completely healed, calling her recovery a miracle.
She's pretty hot for her age, though, let's be honest here. She's 70.
Do what God puts in front of you.
Oh, enough of God. Every boomer, God. My God.
He will give you the strength to do it and then leave it to him.
Shut up.
The 70-year-old TV personality giving an update on the Today Show after getting injured in a bad fall, sharing the shocking moment she found out she was fully mended.
I was out at my little farm here. I was walking on all around on a...
Yeah, it must be your farm is the reason why you have bad reception. Because when you're getting bad reception. Why is it always that the millionaires, if it's a podcast or a live video, why do the millionaires always have the worst equipment?
A walker. I was in no pain at all. And I called my doctor and I said, shouldn't I be in a lot of pain? And he goes, yes, you should. It's been 2 weeks. So he said, come in, I'll give you another x-ray. He comes in with my x-ray and he goes, look at this, Kathy.
Yeah.
You're completely healed. He doesn't see that very often.
Yeah, you're very rich. You probably have top-of-the-line doctors. He probably has patients that make $50,000 a year, and they don't have the resources to have top-notch surgery or whatever they did to you.
He said, you are healed. It is a miracle. And now you can have one glass of wine if you want.
Kathy.
I love that fake laughter by the Today Show. She had 7 glasses.
One glass of wine if you want.
Kathy was injured while recovering from a secret hip replacement surgery, telling ET her fall happened as she was trying to celebrate a successful book signing.
Yeah.
Went super, super well. The whole event did. And I was going to celebrate the next day with my girlfriends going out to my new little farm. I'm on the way down in my eagerness to get to my friend. I missed a step.
That's what seems to happen with a lot of old people. That's how my grandma went down.
And I went tumbling. And that's all. There's no huge story here except that it happens to people all the time.
I have been in no pain now. And
all right, just repeat yourself a little more. She must just be lit on the pain meds.
Scott.
So next, we're going to talk about Scott Peterson. I find it utterly ridiculous that all these Gen Z kids didn't live through the Scott Peterson era. Now, granted, it's not ridiculous because they weren't born, but all these girls, they're romanticized murderers. You're all sick.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Scott Peterson admits to having an affair ahead of the death of Lacey Peterson.
Of course he had an affair. If you're going to murder your wife, you obviously don't respect her.
The 51-year-old who was convicted of the murder of his wife Lacey and their unborn son in 2004 is reportedly speaking out about his extramarital affair in the upcoming Peacock docuseries.
Why is Peacock always the home of murderers and rapists? A weird network. That and King of Queens.
Face to face with Scott Peterson. People magazine reports that in the new doc, Scott reacts to allegations from prosecutors in his 2003 trial who claimed he had an affair with a woman named Amber Fry.
You look at Amber Fry, she's got blonde hair and really average looking. Those are always the side chicks.
1 month before the murders, and committed them to get out of his marriage without having to pay spousal support.
Makes sense. Ruin your life.
Of those allegations, Scott reportedly responds in the new doc saying, "That is so offensive and so disgusting. I certainly regret cheating on Lacey, absolutely. It was about a childish lack of self-esteem. Selfish me traveling somewhere lonely that night because I wasn't at home."
I love when narcissists always go, "I was going through something." I'm always going through something too. You don't see me killing people.
Someone makes you feel good because they want to have sex with you.
Oh, shut up. Lacey was pregnant.
Adding, "It's horrible. I was a total ass to be having sex outside our marriage."
Yeah, that's probably not the biggest thing you did in that relationship. I would say killing your wife's a little worse than cheating.
Scott, who is currently serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, pleaded not guilty to the murders and contends to this day that he was not involved in the disappearance and death of his wife and unborn son.
Yeah, this is the same Peacock network that tried to tell us that Casey Anthony was innocent. So they're run by a bunch of losers.
The new docuseries, streaming August 20th, marks the first time Scott has spoken on camera about the case since his arrest 21 years ago.
Yeah.
It also promises to shed new light on the appeal process launched by the Los Angeles Innocence Project earlier this year, which aims to overturn Scott's conviction.
Yeah, good luck with that, scumbag.
Kylie Jenner.
Oh my God, all the clips are just playing crazy today. 856-49-HOPPY. What the hell is going on with Kylie Jenner?
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
So I have like 30 clips loaded up, and some of them are playing when I click on the link.
Kylie Jenner is responding to accusations that she used weight loss drugs after her pregnancy.
Of course she did. I don't know why they're so against using weight loss products and then admitting, or not that they're against it, but why they're so against admitting that they use it. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? The only thing you have is your body and your looks. You don't have any personality. You don't have any talent.
The Kardashian star is clapping back at comments regarding her appearance in the years following the births of her kid Stormy Webster in 2018.
I love when these celebrity news sites go, clap back, clap back.
And Air Webster in 2022. She explains to British Vogue in a profile published on August 13th, quote, "I was 200 pounds when I gave birth to my 9-pound babies, 8.3 and 8.9.
I was 12 pounds, 6 ounces, and the doctor was like, the doctor said to my mom, yeah, you don't need a C-section. What a dumbass.
I'm back at my weight I was before I had my daughter and son. And people are putting side-by-sides of me 3 months postpartum. I'm like, does everyone forget that I had 2 children and I gained 60 pounds both pregnancies?"
Honestly, you looked better when you were thick.
Kylie, who shares her kids with ex-Travis Scott and now dates Timothée Chalamet, goes on to detail how her weight has fluctuated over the years. She adds, quote, "I finally lost all the baby weight after my daughter and then got pregnant with my son 2 months later.
Hell yeah, just getting back to work.
And I felt in shape and it was working out. And then I got pregnant and did it all over again. I feel like people didn't give me or give women in general enough empathy.
Oh, you're so strong because you had sex and got pregnant. You're so honorable, so noble.
While referring to the type 1 diabetes medication turned weight loss drug tool Ozempic,
you're a lazy loser if you take Ozempic. I'm sorry. Hit the gym and do it naturally.
The mom of two adds, quote, "People are accusing me of being on drugs or something." But Kylie's postpartum weight accusations are not the only challenge the 27-year-old has been faced with while growing up in the public eye.
What, the fact that your mom's always begging you to make a sex tape, probably?
Kylie tells the publication, quote, "The world put a lot of pressure on a teenager, me, to make the right decisions."
Oh, poor you. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. What else is going on with Kylie Jenner?
Whoa! Happy hot topic!
Kylie Jenner is sharing insight into her love life with Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, I forgot they were dating. They're very private. You know, they look at Kourtney, Khloe, and Kim, and you have Kendall and Kylie, the stepsisters, going, yeah, we're going to keep it private.
Following fan speculation that the Kardashian star hard-launched her actor boyfriend on IG after posting a selfie with a mystery person in the background, Kylie is now opening up about her dating life and why it may be a while until fans get any confirmation from the reality star. As she tells British Vogue in an interview published August 13th, privacy is so important to me in life.
Yeah, cool. Whatever. So if you want privacy, we'll give you privacy by moving on. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. This show is for the hard-working average Joe and Jane that grind in life. I don't care if you live in the U.S. or the U.K. As long as you're listening to my show, that's all that matters. If you're listening on the radio and you want to hear more, go to every single major platform that has a podcast and search up Hoppe Radio, Hoppe Radio. We will be right back at Hoppe Hour after this. Hang on.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Okay, boomer. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you don't feel like listening to this song, you can skip forward 4 minutes and 25 seconds. But here is Money Snap by Young Beano.
Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in yo, fingers, get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in yo, fingers, get the move in yo. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. I signed my deal, made $1 million, did the money snap. Went to the car dealership and spent 100 stacks. Bought me a Benz and a spaceship Cadillac. Put 50 in my mouth so I can shine when I battle rap. You boys don't know me, I'm from the show me. Pull that 45, leave your brains all holy. I made this one for the people who just don't dance. Too busy drinking liquor, politicking with their mans. Or them chicks with them 6'6" heels on their feet. So sexy in the club, two-stepping to the beat. If you just got rich and you just first time. Seeing all them hoes naked blew that little nigga mind. Got a stat worth the one, threw him in the sky, made it rain. Started money snapping, yelling that he all in the game. Man, I'm handling this fame like an inner city vet. Got my whole clique with me and we drinking more wet. Got 2 or 3 strippers trying to give me rough set. Money snapping, butt naked, ooh, they ass so fat. If I ever go broke, I'll probably take somebody's life. Cause I'm trying to money snap for the rest of my life. If you been living trife and you just came up, money snap, where you at? Like you don't give a fuck. Throw your head back, baby, show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby, shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap. I'm on the block and it's booming, man. Them fiends spinning cheese. Got the hook up with Poppy and he gave me them keys. Do that money snap. If you just hit a lick, do that money snap. If you got a bad bitch, who gon' give you her check? Man, you keep your pockets fat. Sitting in that Benz coupe or that new Bubble X. In the club, you by the bar. In the hood, you a star. Got 250 on the kush. I like my weed in the jar. Baby girl looking good in a new outfit. Got her head back snapping, baby. Ooh, that's it. If your cell phone ringing and you know it's about that paper, do that money snap. Boy, why you shake off them haters? Throw your head back, baby. Show your grill in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Throw your head back, baby. Shake your dreads in this bitch. Get the snap in your fingers, get the move in your wrist. Yeah, that's that money snap. Yeah, that's that money snap. Ooh, that's that money snap. Oh, that's that money snap.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. This following segment has been brought to you by DZBZ Honey at dzbzhoney.com. When I tell you that it's the best Delta 8 CBD honey around, I'm a man of my words. At checkout, use keyword Hoppe, H-O-P-P-E, to save 20% on the best honey sticks, honey jars, and lollipop. Lick the lollipop, the wrapper. All the info is at dzbzhoney.com. This is also being brought to you by Fortify.com, Fortifeye.com. And at checkout, use keyword Ryan20 to save 20% on the best pre- and post-workout. This is also being brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. This is being brought to you by westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. And this is being brought to you by counselingoncall.net. If you live in Maryland and Florida and you want to work on your mental health, that's the place to go. We're going to come back on Hoppe Hour and wrap it up, which Elon Musk should do from time.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
He is heavily medicated, always high, allegedly, and caffeinated on energy drinks. What could possibly go wrong? Welcome back to Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. If you're listening on the radio and you want to hear more, go to every single major platform that has a podcast and search up Hoppe Radio, H-O-P-P-E. But without further ado, let's get back into the content on Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hot Topic!
I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I knew there was something wrong with Rob Schneider. His daughter slams him over toxic parenting.
I go for like 4 or 5 years without talking to my dad. Very toxic. You're talking about drag. He's just not nice. So
Yeah. I love how Rob Schneider goes, I'm a family man. I go on Fox News and I'm so about God. Yeah. You're into fiction, you asswipe.
You're El King's dad. He's like, what? Am I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yep. In case you missed this surprising family tree, country star El King's dad, none other than SNL vet and comedy star Rob Schneider.
If I would ever spend a summer with my dad, it would be on a movie set. I would just get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the most likable guy, which is why he's not like anybody's favorite actor. I've never spoken to someone that goes, oh my God, the Rob Schneider movies, he's so good. He's passable at best.
Ever messed up a shot? If I ever was talking, like I would get in trouble.
While both father and daughter stars welcome a little controversy. Elle says the similarities end there, opening up about it all on Bunny XO's Dumb Blonde podcast.
Oh, there's Bunny XO. The wife of Jelly Roll.
My dad sent me to fat camp, and then I got in trouble one year because I sprained my ankle and I didn't lose any weight. I want to use
Sounds like Elon Musk is a dad.
this opportunity to say, I disagree. I'm really putting it out there right now.
She's just a little tornado.
A tornado.
That's how he describes it. A little tornado. Yeah, because you're a bad father. You're not funny. So someone that thinks they're so funny but isn't funny would probably be an awful dad. And I've often said, whatever your kids turn into really defines your legacy. So if your kids hate you, you're probably a scumbag of a father.
Tornado, Elle claims her dad avoided at all costs, even if the cost is their relationship.
Put out my record, and people finally started asking about my dad. My dad called me and was like, don't talk about me in the press.
Why? If you're such a family man and religious guy, wouldn't God want you to talk about your faults to Rob Schneider? Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Rob now on his Instagram story, maybe hinting he'll address Elle's comments. Announcing a Tucker Carlson.
Oh, then he posts a scripture on his Instagram story. They'll read it in a second. But I love when people that are Christian like get caught for being scumbags, and then they're like, oh, but let me share this scripture, this fiction. You might as well share Harry Potter.
Podcast interview this week alongside a Bible verse about finding peace.
All right, let me read this stupid Bible verse. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. John 16:33. I will be going on Tucker Carlson's podcast this week with Rob Schneider. If Rob Schneider is telling somebody with love, I don't want love. I don't want anything connected to you. And the fact that you're going on that grifter, that dumb, oh my God, this is Tucker Carlson, this is how I talk. Oh God. Who's more annoying, Rob Schneider thinking he's funny or Tucker Carlson thinking he's smart?
A Bible verse about finding peace.
you're talking about drag and, anti-gay rights. I do not agree with what he said.
Seems Elle saw another faith-based message from Dad 2 weeks ago. Amid controversy over the Olympics opening ceremony's drag performers, quote, I cannot watch an Olympics that disrespects Christianity and openly celebrates Satan.
I love how Christians will say that everybody else is easily triggered and everybody else is a snowflake, and then they're the ones that get so defensive over their fictional book. Shut up.
And it's like, get
Oh,
like,
no, I never heard that. I didn't know that.
He's just talking out of
Did you ever feel like you guys could connect, or it was just more of like...
Not till I was much, much older.
How are you, gorgeous?
Hi, handsome daddy.
I love you.
That's them in 2018.
That's a 29-year-old Elle in 2018, Rob praising the then rising star's latest album.
It's a nice counterbalance to some joy.
All right, enough of that deadbeat father. That's how you're going to be remembered, as a bad father. Mm-hmm. I'm not wanting you as a father. All the morons on the radio. If Rob Schneider is your hero, morons. Absolute positive morons. Adam Sandler. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast and talked about the Chris Rock Will Smith slap. I'm telling you, that thing will never go away. I know I'm talking about it, so I'm giving it a light, But my God, I didn't think it was that interesting when it happened. I always thought Will Smith was a prick. He let his wife sleep with his son's friend. He's kind of a cuck. His hero is Bubba the Love Sponge. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com, as this audio loads up. I don't know. I don't like what Joe Rogan says about anything. He kind of spreads dumb masculine energy to all his incel fans that listen to him. All right, here we go.
I talked to Rock yesterday, just for like 10 minutes or something, and we got really excited about stand-up again. I go, you writing? He goes, I kind of am. I kind of like, he can't stop.
Yeah, his last special was very boomerish. He's like, oh my God, people are easily offended. It was not funny.
He was doing his tour. He's like, I need a break, blah, blah, blah. He just did like a fucking year on the road or some shit. And then he's right back to like, got some ideas. Got some shit.
I think that's...
All right, I don't really feel like listening to Joe Rogan. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-494-6773. I bet his ideas would not be funny. I don't think he's funny. He never says anything that makes me go, oh my God, Chris Rock, you're so funny, bro. Like, he was funny in the 90s. It wasn't bad. But now, I don't look at Chris Rock and go, oh my God, please. You're so funny. You're so hilarious. You're just out here killing it. All right. Right here is some news about Hoda, who seems like she's really high maintenance. Like the definition of it.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Joel is one of the best people I know.
Hoppe Hoppe is sharing new details about her previous relationship. The Today Show host opens up in an exclusive interview on the Jamie Kern Lima show August 13th about why her relationship and engagement to longtime boyfriend Joel Schiffman did not work out.
You went through a profound experience of deep inner work in 2021, which we'll talk about, and then you breaking things off in 2022 and your 8-year relationship and engagement. Were they tied?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just Joel is one of the best people I know, and he really is a great human being. And I feel like I'm a pretty great human being.
All right. You're also boring. We're going to move on. 856-49-HOPPY. What the hell's going on with Julianne Hough?
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
We're in speed round.
The rug was swept up from underneath me and I was just flying and I was experiencing things that I didn't even know existed.
Julianne Hough is revealing the real reason her relationship with Ryan Seacrest didn't work.
Why?
The Dancing with the Stars host is reflecting on dating Ryan from 2010 to 2013, explaining that part of the reason for their breakup was because Julianne wanted to create a career for herself outside of the relationship. The 36-year-old explains more details to Dax Shepard on the August 12th episode of the Armchair Expert podcast.
The most pretentious podcast ever.
And I was dating Ryan Seacrest at the time, which was a whole other experience because he was in radio.
Isn't that much later?
It was like 19 to 21, 22 that I did the music, and I started dating him at 21. And eventually, I remember when I decided to break things off, I had a lot of these Brentwood moms and producers in that world that
I bet when the breakup happens, he goes, Seacrest out.
were like, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, your life is completely set up.
Yep.
And I was like, but I didn't build it.
Exactly.
And of course,
Exactly. Oh, Dax Shepard's annoying.
I was like, I need to create this competitively, like it's not mine. And I want to feel the pride of doing it.
Oh, what a boring voice that is. 856-49-HOPPY. Speaking of a boring voice.
CBS Sunday Morning's exclusive conversation with President Joe Biden, who sat down with our friend Robert Costa for his very first interview since exiting the 2024 race 3 weeks.
I thought he was dead.
Weeks ago, Biden talked about what prompted him to make that historic decision.
The polls we had showed that it was a neck-and-neck race. Would have been down to the wire.
No, probably not.
But what happened was a number of my Democratic colleagues in the House and Senate thought that I was going to hurt them in the races.
In the race, not racist. You're an idiot. You can't even talk.
And I was concerned if I stayed.
What about President Putin?
In the race, that would be the topic. You'd be interviewing me about why did Nancy Pelosi say, why did someone, and I thought it'd be a real distraction.
And Bob Costa joins us now for more on that conversation. Bob, I love the way you opened it up by asking.
Kiss his ass already. I know you two hooked up last night.
The president to tell you the story of his decision. We heard a part of it there. Was there more to that story that you learned?
There was a lot more to this story. You had President Biden with his family just a few weeks ago in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, his retreat, his place he goes to escape.
Oh, yeah. So while the world's melting, he goes to his vacation. Screw him.
Washington. And it was a political decision, as he just detailed. It was also a personal one.
He was forced out.
In our conversation for Sunday morning, he talked about his family being in the Oval Office. He talked about his late son, Beau. And this is someone who...
All right. Listen to me. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not saying you need to get over somebody who died. But whenever he wants sympathy, he always brings up Beau. What about your current son, the deadbeat?
When he makes decisions, clearly forges the personal with the political until he makes a final conclusion.
You know, the president talked about the threat to democracy that he sees in Donald Trump, but a lot of voters don't vote on democracy. They vote on the economy. And there's going to be a joint appearance, we hear, between...
All right, I'm bored. 856-49-HOPPE. This next headline is interesting.
Whoa! Hoppe Hot Topic!
Hamby! This morning, three-time All-Star De'Erica Hamby is suing the WNBA and the Las Vegas Aces for discrimination in a
Yeah, she's the one that looks like Pete Davidson.
Federal lawsuit. Hamby says back in 2022, to entice her to re-sign with the team, the Aces offered her housing and tuition for her daughter's private school. But Hamby claims everything changed when she told them she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's not good. A lawsuit could literally put the WNBA out of business.
After that, she says she was forced to vacate the housing. The school's tuition wasn't paid, and she claims she was bullied by the coaching staff.
All right. That's the cattiness of women. Men would be like, whatever. I know men can't get pregnant, but I'm just saying that's the cattiness of the part of it being women's basketball.
This lawsuit raises very real questions about whether a league that exists to empower women understands that women have the right to control their own destiny.
Here's the deal. We saw the way they've been treating Caitlin Clark. There's nothing empowering about the WNBA.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
And like that, he's gone.
Hoppe Hour is now over.
Hoppe Hour is now over.